Blackstone Audiobooks presents Objection, How High-Priced Defense Attorneys, Celebrity Defendants, and a 24/7 media have hijacked our criminal justice system, by Nancy Grace with Diane Cleane. Introduction. I remember as if it were yesterday, sitting on the brick steps of my family's home in Georgia that August. It was so still and hot and soundless. Nothing moved. Not a breeze, not the song of a bird, not a single movement to be heard or felt. The heat was so intense it seemed as if I could actually hear it rising up off the dirt in visible waves. Not even a car drove by. The stillness and the heat that summer were oppressive and constant in my ears. I felt like I was being sucked into their vacuum. A few weeks before, my fiancé had been murdered. Gunned down, as we say in the media. Keith was shot 5 times in his beautiful face and back. It was only a few months until our wedding, but the gunman couldn't wait. Violence doesn't acknowledge weddings and anniversaries, birthdays and celebrations. Random violence entered my world. The world I grew up in didn't know violence or hatred. The chimes in the Methodist church steeple literally called everyone home at 6 o'clock with hymns like, "God will take care of you," and "His eyes on the sparrow." My only encounters with violence and evil came through fleeting glimpses on the evening news at supper time. All the horror seemed so far, far away. In my world there was nothing as far as the eye could see but tall pine trees and soybean fields, peach orchards and rows of corn and cotton, interspersed with pasture land. I didn't know there was another world, one full of random violence bred from anger and desperation, or, simply put, pure meanness. In my life, at least, evil was a concept, not a reality. But that all changed in a single moment. Keith's funeral, the visits from our families and friends, the sympathy cards, and the unnatural smell of hothouse flowers I received were all a blur. They still are. Sometimes I cried so much I couldn't open my eyes from the swelling. I was lost. Keith's world had ended and mine had exploded. I remember trying to go back to classes. I couldn't. The thought of sitting inside the 4 walls of a quiet college classroom studying Shakespearean literature, once my joy, was now like a heavy noose around my neck. I knew I could never go back to the world as I knew it. Wife, mother, and school teacher. It was not meant to be. I escaped the vacuum.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?